Hi, Stitchers.
How are you? We are the Pattern Queens. That's Laura. I'm Keisha. This is episode 18, and it is Sunday, February 9th. And last Sunday, the Chiefs won the Super Bowl.
Woohoo! We are the champions. It's only been 50 years. We get to be a little excited.
Right. So the whole city was just crazy this week. There was a big parade downtown and everything. So
we got a red day.
Yeah.
Instead of a snow day, we got a red day.
Right.
So we were off Wednesday in the middle of the week, which made this the weirdest week
Yeah,
for me.
It has been a weird week because a lot of the people at my work decided not to go in either. So
Keisha and I made use of that time. You'll see.
We did.
I was going to show you my Love You More sleeves just to start off. And when I have clips on them, remember that just means I've already sold them. So the first one that I have is called And Action. We called this our pop culture week. And it's just all these fun, I don't even know what you call these.
Clapboards.
Clapboards, okay. And inside is this photorealistic popcorn.
Perfect, because the Oscars is tonight.
Yeah. And then the next one is Bombshell. There was a series on called Smash, and they did the musical Bombshell. That was Marilyn Monroe. So Katie and I used that. It was Katie's favorite show on TV. And this is like the best fabric with all these pictures of her. Some of them she's so young that you don't even realize it's her. And yeah. And then inside is this kind of Andy Warhol print of her face in just different colors. Cool. So then we have Zoink, which has all of the superhero words and villain words on it. And the fun thing about this is that inside it's the same thing, but black and white.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
So, and we've been asked about like more masculine sleeves. And I said, oh, well, that one's maybe a little more masculine. Then we have Future King.
Nice.
I just thought that was cute with that fun print behind him. And inside it says Future King. And it's just all the little Simbas in it.
Very nice. Man, like 6-year-old Keisha would have been obsessed with that.
Then Katie says this is more like the live action Lion King.
A little bit.
And we called this one Circle of Life since it has more of the characters. And inside is just a cool print.
Awesome.
I loved that. Then our last one is called Star Power. I have a thing for stars and stars in purple.
Perfect.
So it's really kind of, yeah. And then inside is just this pretty pink with a lighter pink medallion on top of it. Wow. So those are our 6 sleeves this week. So
awesome.
That's it in the Love You More world. And I've already made next week's samples. I have finished all of the orders through yesterday. I had the most productive day yesterday, and today I get to stitch.
Nice. We had a baby shopping day yesterday.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, we went to a few stores and basically did
You and Timothy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, me and the husband.
Is this his first trip?
It was his first trip. He hasn't really got to buy anything for the baby yet. So we went, and he had been researching strollers and car seats and all that kind of thing. So we looked at them all in person, and then he bought a couple of little outfits.
Oh, so he got to choose.
Yes, we got the cutest little onesie that has flamingos on it. It's navy and it has flamingos, and then these little pink shorts, and we got it in 3 months because he'll be born at the end of July.
Oh,
and
my gosh.
So he'll just be the coolest little summer dude.
That'll be fun.
Yes.
That'll be fun. Do you have any finishes? I didn't ask you that.
I don't have any finishes this week.
Oh, I skipped something. That's okay. No, I just wrote them backwards on there. So I was talking with Michelle this morning, and we mentioned that Katie had done a cross stitch design when she was like somewhere in the 10 to 12 range, and that I stitched it for her. Michelle said she would ask about it if I didn't show it. So this is it.
Cute.
This is young Katie, pre-adolescent Katie.
Look at that.
Designing.
She already had that graphic design talent.
I mean, look, I think that's really good.
Yeah, that's cute.
So that is her. Believe. And I even had to use Krynic for her.
Yeah.
Bless her little heart.
Well,
her mama loved her.
If you're 11, you want sparkly stuff.
And fractional stitches in Krynic. Yeah. But also, ever since I showed this last week, I went nuts. So, this is my Grab Life by Hands On Designs.
I love that.
And this is on 32 count coastal from Picture This Plus, and it's really my own conversion of flosses because I used a whole bunch of hand dyed fibers by Vicki Clayton, and then the crab. I think the dark one is a Victorian motto, and the light one is a silken color. So my crab even feels all silky.
He does.
He's very nice. Now the Vicki Claytons are also silk, and they feel different than the silken colors. It's really interesting. There's a whole textural thing, but he's not quite the same color as theirs. None of it is. And since I did the light fabric, the coastal fabric, I thought I should go ahead and stitch the words because I was afraid they wouldn't show. They did theirs on white and just left it blank. Right. But there's finish number 3 for the year. Oh, look. Great. And it has a piece of floss on it.
All of our things have pieces of floss on it. It's unavoidable.
So now I have to figure out how I want to finish it. And I may put something cool on the other side and make it a reversible pillow because I really like that fabric.
You could do something else beach themed. That'd be
so.
Fun. Oh, I was going to say, I watched someone new this week, and I think you watched them too. Bird's Eye Stitches.
Yes.
Hi, Robin.
Hi.
She's commented on the past few of our videos, and she was also the one who was like, oh, the Mario piece is my favorite. That's the one I worked on this week, so you'll see it in our whip section.
It takes me a few times reading their name to think, that kind of sounds like a Flosstube channel. And then I click them and there's content and I'm like, oh, I need to watch this.
And I watched the first of her videos. She has 3 of them up right now. She said that she's going to publish every couple of weeks. And I guess she used to have another Flosstube channel. I forget what she said that was called. But I was watching her video last night and I was like, holy cow, I would stitch everything that she's stitching.
And she has some great projects.
She does a lot of varied things. And her videos are only like 25 minutes, so they're good bite-sized episodes. So give Robin a check out. That's Bird's Eye Stitches.
Yes, and she is pleasant to listen to. And she had a really fun sense of humor. And I just liked what she showed. Yeah. So I'm writing her name down so I remember to put her down in our show notes. Right. So the other ones that I've watched this week, I realized that when we created the new channel, I had not subscribed to Homesteading on the Homefront, Lynette. And I love to watch Lynette and, Little One and Eldest. I love to watch them. And the projects are amazing. I was behind by a significant chunk. Right. And I have gone through and just marathon watched it. Nice. And I am all caught up now, and it's so fun. And I watched her from the beginning. So what's fun for me now is to see Little One, and she is not so little anymore. She may have to change her name to Not So Little One. Right. But, she's doing all sorts of projects, and it's fun. It's really fun to watch them. I also she did an extra one that showed all of her Christmas things that she puts out. Oh, cool. And it was amazing. Wow. So,
yeah, I didn't really watch anyone else new this week. I really enjoy, of course, Michelle Bendy Stitchy.
Oh, yeah.
I love watching her videos. But we're cross-stitch best friends. So, and then I always like watching Garrett the Coffee Stitcher. Like, I think maybe I only watch Flosstubes with the name Garrett in it. Michelle Garrett. Garrett the Coffee Stitcher.
That's why you don't watch us, right?
That's true.
Although we say Michelle Garrett a lot.
We do. And so I do watch ours sometimes. But I always like the Coffee Stitcher. So if you haven't watched him, he's kind of fun to watch.
So I was trying to think if I watched anybody else this week, but because I marathoned Homesteading on the Homefront, I really think that's who I've been focused on. Right. Oh, no, I did watch one other one. Oh, I watched Crafty Cat, and I love hers. Kathy does all sorts of things, and the one I got to watch was her top 15 favorite cross-stitch items.
Oh, cool.
So you'll have to watch that one, and then we'll have to think about doing that, because I think maybe it was a tag, and I'll have to go back and write things down. But it was fun. I love to watch Kathy. She is the sweetest lady on the face of the planet. That's just all there is to it. and she has this quiet, lovely, serene demeanor, and she'll get tickled and laugh. And usually her cat will add its vocals to the show, but not this last one. So,
yeah, I'll have to check her out.
Yep, love her. So, anyway, how about stash?
All right. Well, as Laura said, we made use of our bonus day on Wednesday, and we went to CC and Company and Quilter Station, which is another shop close to there. And I only bought one thing, which I'll show you whenever we get to our whips, because I've already started.
Oh, okay. I ended up buying, really what I went to CC's for was some floss. And I did indeed buy some floss.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm throwing it around. Lots of different colors that I needed for projects. And then we are doing a smalls exchange at our Show Me retreat. And the only requirement we've put on it is that it have something blue in it. Mm-hmm. So I have, you know what? I think, oh yeah, I have them all here. So I have this one. And the funny thing with this is that I have been trying to decide which of the salt box charts I don't have, and I was sure that I only had 2 of them at the most. No, I had 3 of them. Yeah. But there's the cute little blue house on there. Yes. And I would do this one. Mm-hmm. However, I don't know if I would want to stitch that house twice.
Right.
So then while we were at the shop, I found this, and I loved, there's one for every season. Well, it's really not showing through the plastic, is it? Okay, excuse me.
Opening things in real time.
Yeah. And I'll just whip it out of here. Okay, so this one is called, is it only on one side that it says it? Season Sampler Spring. So let's show this side. So it's from Madame Chantilly. And I like that little bluebird fob, which they show bigger there.
Very cute.
It's actually not a bluebird because it has a yellow belly. And then when we got to Quilter Station, I found another one that would work. So I could stitch the whole big piece. I could stitch just the fob. Look at that beehive and that bee up there. That's fabulous.
So cute.
So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to stitch. You can tell me what you think I should stitch. Something blue for this, and I should choose one of these and get started on it, because I know I posted a little over a week ago that that we were at 80 days.
Oh, I gotta get to work on that too.
And yeah, so I gotta get something stitched. And I did finish that one, so now I have something. I mean, these would all be smaller than it, so right. I could start them. Mm-hmm. It's not like I have real hard and fast rules, but I'm trying to be more conscientious this year. I'll do this afterwards. Conscientious this year of not starting something huge when I've only finished something small.
Right. Well, and you can just make one of those your new start on the 20th, since you do that.
I could, but I already have those all lined out.
Oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh, the other, you're making me think because you pulled that out.
Oh, yeah.
Let me
your
see if I can find
chart.
this. But this
I love this one
is from the Frosted Pumpkin, and it's called With Love. Look how cute that is.
I love that.
And it's a PDF download. I think you can still get that. I've saved mine to books on my device because that made it easier. And another one that I just had to have during the month of January.
Oh, yes. Of course you needed this.
Keisha's already shown this one. But it's Acceptance by Bendy Stitchy. And I love that one. That's for Parkinson's, for the Michael J. Fox Foundation. And then the other one I did for the Australia Fire Relief, I think I probably need to just make this one a little bigger. It's called Jane Marshall, 1857.
Oh, I love this one.
And the reading on it, what they've written in there with it was really fascinating. But apparently this They think that this girl lived in the areas that have been affected. I want to see if I can get even closer. I cover Keisha up every
It's
time.
okay. You're here for the cross stitch. You're not here for my beautiful face.
Look at that. And this has been just killing me. And I think
I
that I
love
may
that.
have to pull stuff and stitch it. It's the it's going to be, oh, I was trying to see if it gave me the stitch count down here. 94 by 144. So it's not
bad.
big.
Not bad.
And it's not, they give you some different options for floss. But it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 colors.
Also not bad.
So I keep trying to decide, do I want to splurge and buy silks?
Oh, yeah.
That would definitely kill my budget.
Right.
Because how many did I just say?
11.
Yeah. So those are the ones that I have gotten. I know there was another one, and maybe I didn't get it put in my books.
Well, I'd like to tell you in real time, I was going to plug a charity chart that Michelle is selling, and I realized I hadn't bought it, so I just bought one right here. Real time.
Cool.
This is Moral Compass from Bendy Stitchy Designs, and it says, easy right, soon we must choose, which is a Dumbledore quote. Soon we must choose between what is easy and what is right. And she's got a little elder wand up here at the top.
Very cute. Need that.
Yes. And this is up on her Etsy in the Bendy Stitchy Etsy shop. And the proceeds from this are going to PR for PR, which is an organization that is helping in Puerto Rico after the earthquakes and everything like
awesome.
that. And they don't have any overhead or anything. Like, all of the money that gets donated will go to helping those people. So
it's on Bendy Stitchy.
Yeah, and it's $6, guys. $6.
I should have said where these were from, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Well, I know the
frosted pumpkin.
Yeah.
Is that just on their site?
I think so. And then the one that you showed for Michelle, she doesn't have up anymore. It
was a January only, right?
Yeah, and I think this one that I just showed is up for February. So go grab it if you want it.
But this one, oh, I know who this is from.
It's hats, isn't it?
Yes, Hands Across the Sea. Yes, absolutely.
So that's our stash. Glad you got to see me buy something in real time. That's why I was looking at my phone.
So charity, there you go.
Right.
There are lovely opportunities out there. Current whips.
All right, current whips. I guess I'll go first this time.
I get to be impressed by your stash, right?
Get to be impressed. So last week I told you about my harebrained scheme to get through some of my whips this year and to make some significant progress. What I said was, I'm going to spin a wheel each week on here so that you guys can see, what I'm spinning, and I can't cheat, which a lot of you laughed and said, yeah, are you working on this? I always cheat whenever I spin the wheel. And I did. I couldn't cheat because I showed all of you and I told you guys to get on to me if I didn't work on it. So I spin the wheel. I work on it Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursdays are for Hawker and Hollow. Saturdays are for my sanity. So, and it was, I'll work on it 20 hours or each of those days, whatever comes first. And what I realized is I don't really get 20 hours of stitching time on those days.
It's a lot of time.
That was a very lofty goal. So I may have to kind of mess with that. But anyway, I did work on the thing that I spun, Robin. And she's like, it must have been my influences. I was like, it was you. So I spun Mario 3 World 1 and I took a picture. This is where I was before I started. And I got some really good progress.
How many hours did you end up being able to stitch?
I ended up working on it about 9 hours. So 20 hours too lofty of a goal.
I was thinking I would only probably have about 15 hours during those days, and that would be pushing it.
Right. So anyway.
Look at that!
It's a massive guy, so I'm going to have to fold him a little bit. But I basically, I did a lot of filling in this block here and a little bit extra. So I did about 1,400 stitches.
That's
on it.
Awesome.
So if you want to see the whole thing so far, that's the whole thing so far.
Oh,
So,
you're doing great.
Where I'm working, this is the third page of the pattern.
Okay, this is a needle minder, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
I totally thought that you had him stitched up there for a minute.
It's very realistic.
And you have him placed perfectly.
Yes. Yes, that's actually a needle minder from Flying Frog Stitchery, our friend Laura Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway, I worked on the Mario piece.
Cool.
So, and actually, it wasn't too bad. I know we had one person comment. Was it Doreen who commented? Who said, "Why don't you just limit the amount of time that you work on it?" And I was telling Laura, I was like, "Well, I spend the first half hour or so pouting because I have to work on it, and then I get into it." So,
but was it easier to get some during the Super Bowl when you were really distracted?
I didn't get to take it to the Super Bowl because that thing is massive, and we went to a local bar here in North Kansas City to watch the Super Bowl. So there was no maneuvering it, and there's not very good lighting there, and I was paying attention to the game. So anyway,
I ended up sewing during the first half of the game.
Oh, you did?
Because I had to get to a certain point.
Mm-hmm. And then I worked on my Hawk Run Hollow.
So
I'm doing Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, and I didn't finish up the January block. But we started on the February one.
Which, look at that, you guys. It's almost a solid block.
It's huge. All that white snow down there is stitched. There's not a whole lot of
I'm feeling a little bad for Keisha.
Space on there. And one thing that we found out about this pattern is almost every block has peacocks. And peacocks don't seem especially Christmassy to me, but I like it.
Okay, so Lynette, Homesteading on the Homefront, said that peacocks are often used in Scottish samplers.
Oh, really?
So I'm wondering if that plays into this.
Inspiration there? Maybe so. I'll have to kind of look and see.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
I love when I can tie things and
definitely.
I'm like, oh, now I need to go look.
So
you did a good job getting really far on your January block.
Sorry, my threads are kind of all over the place, but so that's my January, this part over here, and then I started the February. I did the top border here, and then the little bit of this motif over on this side. So, not a whole lot of progress on Thursday, but
you did fine.
Okay. That's okay.
You did fine.
And then I worked on one more thing this week. This is what I bought at CC's.
So pretty.
This is Out on a Limb Aqua Bird from Mill Hill. And this is one of the rare Mill Hills that actually come with fabric instead of perforated paper. And this has blue in it. So I'm stitching on it for my retreat exchange piece. And there was an aqua bird and a blue bird. There's a series of 4. There's aqua, blue, an orange, and a yellow. And I asked Laura if the aqua bird looked more like me or the blue bird looked more like me. And she said, you look more like the aqua bird because the blue bird looks like Laura.
Which I should have let her do the blue one, and then maybe I would have gotten it already stitched.
So anyway,
like I'm the boss of her, yeah.
So I didn't make a whole lot of progress. I just kind of worked on this a little bit yesterday. I didn't get a whole lot of stitching time.
And your frog is adorable.
I know. This is also from Flying Frog Stitchery.
Oh my gosh.
This came as a freebie whenever I bought my needle minders. So.
Oh. You should show them the back of the needle minder.
Oh, yeah. So all of the ones you get from Flying Frog Stitchery have like this cool clay flower button. And they're all different colors. That coordinate. Like my Mario one has this red. So I would definitely recommend those needle minders, and I bought them before I knew the person who made them. So which was kind of funny because I was like, oh wait, I bought needle minders from you when I met Laura. So but anyway, so that's what I worked on this week.
So I wrote her down and we'll link her too.
Yeah, she has an Etsy shop.
I thought I would bring home my work project to show you. I decided it was just easier to leave one there. And this is the reason I needed to go to the shop, because I needed to get extra floss for it. Still haven't taken the floss. That's the other reason it came home. So this is May's Lily of the Valley from Cottage Garden Samplings. I've already done January, February, March, and April, but it's been years. This was designed... let me see if the year is on here. 2013. And I bought them all that year. Yeah. I haven't gotten very far. And I'm changing, I'm using different fabrics. And my original idea, okay, this way. My original idea was that I would stitch these and put them in a scrapbook and then put pages from the month, put photos from the month around them. But it would give me a different way to display these and just be kind of fun. So I haven't gotten a whole lot, and I already know that there's an error in it, and I'm not fixing it.
You don't have to.
Not happening.
No cross stitch, please.
So I'm getting ready to put the cute little blue flowers on, and that will be fun. But this is home so that I will get the floss in it from that bag that I showed you, the whole big wad of floss. Whoops. So that's one.
I don't know that I'd seen that one before.
Really? Well, you know, after I did my dig through, I found a ton of things. So yeah, I've been having fun. Then I have Halloween Fairy. This is my working copy because this was in the magazine, although I think I looked it up and you can do it as an instant download.
Oh, okay.
And it's really fun. And I made good progress this week. I was up way too late. Look at that. She has arms and an owl. This way. There we go. I'm trying to make sure that I show things closer because I notice sometimes we're further back. But yeah, and I backstitched her.
Wow,
like,
she looks great.
She is pretty well done, except for I'm still debating on beads or cryonic or rainbow gallery or something to use for some things. But that was Monday, Mira Monday. And then, on the cord. That was not good.
Sorry, we shook you. The bag went on the cord that's connected to the laptop.
Then the next one I worked on is, I don't know what the name of this is.
Is it
Tea Room ABC? I think is what it's called. And this is one that my friend Debbie bought. And I'm going to show this real close in case she watches this. There are charms on every letter and in some of the borders. And I don't know if you can even get these things from Jeremiah Junction still, because this is out of the Jeremiah Junction book. But see, I mean, there's a charm in every single one. And it's not exciting yet. This is what I'm working on. So I have some borders, and where that color pops into a block, then I put it in. I am here on Eminent. No, I'm on the OPQR. So I would have a long way to keep going. I could stop and do the leaves down here at the bottom, or I could start on the letters, but I've been kind of motivated to do all this block outline, and I figure that's probably the thing I should stick with if I'm motivated to do it.
Definitely. And then you'll have that all done and you won't have to worry. It'll help you count the letters.
Yes. So. I thought it would be really nice to have all this structure done. And then, let me hold the cord this time. Then I have my year at Hawk Run Hollow. Or I'll turn it this way for you. And there's January and February up close. And remember mine, I don't know why I didn't check this. So this is a word to the wise. This was stitched in silks. And so like in January, you can see it came out very red. And even like the little fish down there on February are really, really red. Well, the conversion to DMC is not red. And in fact, am I going the right way or the wrong way? I can never figure this out. There we go. The conversion made them very orangey. But my January block is completely done. And I've started on my February block.
Oh, I didn't notice that you were able to get it to fit so that you could spell acquaintance correctly.
Yes.
I didn't notice that.
That's the other thing. Okay, so acquaintance was spelled just AQ on here. And she did put a correction block out. You need to get it before you start stitching. I had virtually everything stitched. I just needed to fill in those words. But in looking at it, I realized what I could do to make it fit, and I actually moved the line with acquaintance up one stitch, which makes the row above up one stitch. I don't think it matters.
I don't think so. I couldn't make
So,
any difference.
but the word is in there spelled correctly. And it's really been fun. I've enjoyed it. I have decided that I need to pull some red because in June there are all of those strawberries. They need to be red. In July, on the other side, there are all the fireworks. They need to be red. I know we looked at some other like
Santa.
Christmas, yeah, needs to be red. So I think Keisha had a number for me, and I'll have to write it down and pull one. But we found one that would work with all that orange, and I can work it in a few of the blocks, and I don't think it'll matter. And if I need to, well, I don't know that I can really pull anything out in here to add red in, but you know, if I pick a little bit up in March and then just pick a little bit up as I go, then I should be able to make it work. And it's in my Oh Dear sleeve, which I love. And so the video stopped and we had to check and see what we were talking about. And I have to give Keisha this opportunity. I was saying that my Hakran Hollow is in this sleeve called Oh Dear, which is a Tula Pink, and she likes to do kind of hidden image things. This one's a little more obvious than a lot of them. And what I asked was, how do you feel about monkeys?
And I did not know what to say, so I was like, neutral?
So her latest line was, I think it's called Monkey Business.
Oh.
And we bought some of it because the colors were really pretty. And we didn't go bananas with it. But the sleeve is called Going Bananas. And inside it has bunches of bananas. And they're kind of fun colors. So
there was this movie that I watched a lot whenever I was younger, and I think my grandma still has it on VHS, called Going Bananas. And it had Dom DeLuise. If any of you remember Going Bananas with Dom DeLuise, please comment and let me know. I'm not the only person who remembers this movie.
I kind of remember that. I would have to think about what it's about.
Well, it was they took a senator's son to Africa, and they go on adventures, and he meets a monkey and names him Bonzo, and Bonzo can talk. It's the weirdest movie, guys. And they're trying to get Bonzo to put him into a circus, and it's quite a ride. I don't know that it's a good movie, but I really liked it.
But it was memorable.
Yes. Huh? And who doesn't like Dom DeLuise?
There you go. That's funny. Okay, so then, wow, I had to look through and see where we were. So I wanted to say again, I made a video last week and just on the Addicted Sisters, just to let people know where we were. And there are a couple things that happened. So one of them is that we were sitting at about 555 subscribers here. And I believe we are currently at 620. Yeah. So welcome to all you new people who have found us again. Right. And the other thing that happened is that we sold a few more Frogwarts spots. Amazing. And Frogwarts is a retreat that we're holding in July 11th through the 14th. That's a Saturday through Tuesday. And it will be here in Kansas City in Blue Springs at the Courtyard by Marriott, which is a lovely facility. And it's Harry Potter themed, but first and foremost, it's a cross-stitch retreat. So if you just want to come and stitch, that's great. We will have a Diagon Alley. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's where Harry and all of his classmates buy all their supplies for magic school. And ours will have some lovely magical things. And we just got permission to say that one of the people who's really excited about working with us and is we'll have things in lots of places. One of them is in Diagon Alley. It's Color and Cotton.
Color and Cotton. Most of the things I show you are on Color and Cotton fabric. I love Color and Cotton.
It should be really exciting. And she's in Missouri, so we love we love to support anybody, but we especially love to have kind of a Missouri connection.
Definitely. And she's from the other side. She's near St. Louis.
Yes. So the other thing is we got a lovely donation this week, and it is from 123 Stitch.
Oh, wow.
And they had not warned us that they were sending anything, which, yeah, that's fine.
Right.
You can send us things. I don't think it's out here. It's in a big box, and it was jammed full. And wow, they were more than generous. And we have lots of things. And yeah, I was just gobsmacked by it. You can tell. I'm like,
I got a message from Laura yesterday. It was like, 123 Stitch sent us things. Or maybe it was Friday.
Thursday when I got home.
Oh, okay.
Oh, but it was late when I messaged you.
Okay, so I didn't see it until Friday morning. But yeah, she's like, 123 Stitch sent us things. And there's a lot of really good stuff.
There were a lot of, it's a very eclectic mix of designers. And
wow.
Some kits, some charts. There were a lot of things in there, and I'm amazed by the generosity of people who will just donate things so that we can have a great retreat. We just heard from Victoria Sampler in Canada, and they will be sending things as well.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we're really excited.
Sounds
JBW has already sent things and is doing the trunk show for during Show Me.
Oh, I love JBW.
And Karen Kluba, Rosewood Manor, we've already gotten a box from her. And Weeks Dye Works, we got some fun stuff from them too.
Awesome.
And we just got word from Gentle Arts that they're sending things. Silkweaver has said that they will send things too. So
wow,
it's really starting to pile in. So now what we need are you guys.
Yeah.
So
come, please. I don't know that I'm going to be able to enjoy the whole thing. The baby might come. I need someone to report back to me and tell me how great it was.
So you will get, I don't know where my brain was going with that. It's a stitching retreat for sure. You would need to make a $50 deposit. We're asking by March 1st so that we can start planning and get all of our paperwork done with the hotel.
Right.
They will give us tentative time, which they've done, and then they will let us wait to firm things up with them until we see how things are going. So we're asking for a $50 deposit by March 1st, and then your retreat fee is, I'm going to say the wrong amount, $185. And that covers all of your retreat fund. It also covers breakfast and lunch on Sunday and Monday. I had to stop because I have to think with the different days. But Sunday and Monday will be providing breakfast and lunch from the hotel. And it should be pretty good.
Wow, that's pretty good because I know that I've spent like a comparable amount for other retreats where food was not provided. So that's pretty good.
Yeah, I think it should be nice. And we've gotten to meet the head chef and he's like, my food's really good. So I think we would get some good things there.
Yeah, definitely.
But then you would have the Diagon Alley to take advantage of, as well as our local cross stitch shop, Cece and Company. All of that got me. Yeah. Cece and Company, who will just be a couple of miles down the road. She is going to open special hours for us because she's closed on Sunday and Monday. But she said that she will open. We're going to work that out with her.
Wow. Perfect.
And she really has spoiled us every time we've worked with her.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Kathy is fabulous.
Yeah. The last couple of times she's provided things for a retreat I've been to, it's been like, here's a coupon for 1% off of your purchases. So,
and we got a cute little kit from her the last time.
Yeah.
And yeah. So we've had some good stuff.
Right. So go, please.
So
I just want someone else to enjoy it because I don't know. Even if the baby's not here, I'm just gonna be really uncomfortable in a chair.
Yeah. So we've told Keisha she just needs to have Timothy bring her.
Yeah.
She may not drive. She may not come alone.
Yeah.
So she needs to have Timothy bring her, and she can just come hang out for a while. And when she's done, then
maybe you need to come to see if I go into labor at a cross stitch retreat.
Or maybe it's going to end up that you need to come because the baby will decide to come a little early. Yeah. That would be a little too early.
A little bit. We don't know. He'll come when he comes.
Yeah. But, you never know. You either get to see
a very pregnant belly or a very new baby.
Yeah. Which both are good. So that's it. Okay.
All right.
So what are your plans?
Well, my plans,
I'm excited.
My plans are I'm going to spin the tiny decision wheel and we're going to see what my plans are. So, all right, here is my tiny decision wheel. It has all of my whips on it. For that I haven't worked on yet, I moved Mario to a different wheel. And I don't think I put my retreat piece on here yet, but that's okay. All right.
Because you're working on it outside of the wheel, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to spin this and then it's going to tell me what I'm working on. So I can't cheat. You guys get to look at it too. Let's see. Moonlit Treaters. That's a Mill Hill kit. So,
is that one that?
with the little kids
I'm excited.
So, and that one's got quite a bit of progress on it. So who knows? I might even get to beating time. So, Moonlit Traders by Mill Hill. That's my plans.
Okay, I gotta look at this.
I'll work on that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and today whenever I get home.
You may be done with that.
I don't know that I'll quite be done, but I might get to the point where I'm beading. So, because there's quite a bit of beads in it, and beads take me a longer time to do. So I'll work on that, and then of course Hawker and Hollow is on Thursdays, so I'll work on that again on Thursday, and then probably on Saturday I'll work more on my retreat piece.
Okay, I just updated mine, and of course it's running an ad now. and I could spin, but it won't make any difference. But I can spin and show you what's on my wheel, and I don't think I'll want to stitch on it because you know me.
Oh yeah, no, that's why I have to spin it on here, because if I spin it at home, I would be like, maybe I want to work on something else.
I've I know what I want to do, because I want to find the What the Dickens, which is not on here, and do the beading, because that will get me a huge credit. Not huge, but huge enough. Look how many things are on my wheel in my 2020 whips. And if I were doing this, okay, we'll do this for fun.
What would Laura work on?
Maybe it'll come up with something I want to work on.
Maybe.
Use what talents you possess. Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I'm already working on this.
Oh, really? Okay.
I pulled it out after I finished the other one. So it spun the right one.
Yep.
That is funny. Can you guys see that? So, and I took the other one off of here. That's hysterical, actually.
That's great.
That it would be the one
that you pulled out.
And really, there are 2 projects in that bag. And I was going to work on the other one, and I thought, yeah, I'm kind of in the mood to do more of the letters. And I didn't show it to you guys because what was there before was like just part of the words in the middle. And last night I went up and I finished all of the words that were on top. And then I went down where I had like the straight line of the B, and their lowercase letters of a B. And I did the whole 2 words down there. So I think I have 3 lines left. And then now that's just the start. Then I have everything else to do. But that's funny. That's what would come up.
So there we go.
I will be doing Mira Monday because I want that Halloween fairy to come to completion. I think she's one of my 10 and 20. And Tuesday, Trading Tuesday, I will work on Debbie's piece. I'm trying to get it finished. And we'll see how far along I get. I may have to set it aside and work on my retreat piece. And then Wednesday is Whip Wednesday. That's usually when I go, what do I think I want to do today? And that's been kind of fun because sometimes I'll play with the wheel and see what it'll come up with. And sometimes I'll just go look at the bag and go, maybe I'll do that. Thursday, I'll be on Hawk Run Hollow. Friday, that's full coverage Friday. I think I've been kind of doing whatever I want to do on Friday, although I kind of have tied it to fall things if I can get that pulled. Today I should be working on Brendan's stocking.
Yes.
I didn't work on that during the Super Bowl. I think I was concerned about losing my weight. And I had like I told you guys, I sewed through the whole first half, so I didn't get very much stitching time on Sunday. But then Saturday, that's another one of those whatever I want to do kind of days.
Right.
And if it's like yesterday, I sewed all day, so I didn't stitch very long last night. I think that's why I pulled out the one I did, because it's on 28 count.
Oh, right.
soft lavender linen. It's, easy.
Yeah. Oh man, I just realized I'm having a Mill Hill heavy week because I'll work on Moonlit Treaters and then my retreat exchange pieces in Mill Hill. So
Now, your Moonlit Treaters is on perforated paper,
yes,
right?
yes.
So that'll be so fun. How many things are on your wheel now?
Let me look.
Because you remove them, right? As you work on them? Or you're going to?
Right. Let me see. I have 23 things on there right now.
Oh, so it tells us how many. I never pay attention.
Yeah, down at the bottom, if you do one of these wheels on the app, it tells you, and it's like a little bit too small, but like right down at the bottom, it tells you how many things you have on there. So mine says 23 options.
Okay, we're going to look at mine just for the heck of it, because that will be funny.
Well, you have to hit the pencil to edit.
Oh, sorry.
That's what you have to do.
41 options on there, and that doesn't have everything.
Right.
That's sad, right?
Yeah. And then I've been moving. I have like a second chance wheel, and you have to put in 2 different options. So I moved Mario 3 World 1 on there just in case I finish. And like I said, I'm going to have to play with the hours because 20 hours is unrealistic, I found out.
Are you going to put your Hawk Run Hollow on there for the months, or
I put the Hawk Run Hollow on my my whip one so that I can maybe have a week of Hawk Run Hollow. But yeah, so I'm moving other things to the second chance wheel, so if I finish if I finish something up, like maybe I have a couple of things on on the first wheel that are really close to a finish. So if I finish those, I might spin the second chance wheel and work on something else. So
okay. And another plan that we have is we are finally going to mail out our 500 subscriber winner gifts.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. I keep thinking about it, and Doreen and I have talked some.
And I've talked to Rosalind.
So
but it's just I work the hours the post office is open. So I can only go on Saturdays, and then sometimes I forget.
So guess what? I work on a home business, and we mail things. So I told Keisha, if you stick around for a few minutes afterwards, we'll just get Katie to print a label, and then you can just package it and go.
Yes.
So, which is what I finally realized with my package, that I could do that. So mine is all ready to go and just waiting to be packaged and sent.
Yeah.
So we ship things in batches. So
right.
Everybody who has ordered through yesterday, I have all of their orders done. Nice. And they're all going out. Everything will be done and shipped, and that is like such an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
So
I bet. So yeah, giveaway winners, or getting you yourself.
Yep.
I promise.
And I have to talk to Keisha about something cool that I saw another channel do for a giveaway, and we may have to play and see what we think. So
I have no idea what she's talking about, but yeah, probably.
And it would be when we hit 1,000, which the way you guys are coming on now, it could be before very long.
Right.
So we want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming on Sundays and spending time with us.
Or whenever you get to see us. Yeah.
Oh, we need to mention next week.
Oh, yes, we do.
Oh, sorry. We were just about to wrap it up, but I'm not going to be here next week. It's my niece's 8th birthday on next Monday, the 17th. So we're going to a birthday party next Sunday up in Iowa, so I will not be here. I have to go and eat cake and enjoy my niece. And my other niece, but it's not her birthday, so we'll focus mostly on Lucy.
And we actually both have Monday off, but Keisha will be back probably later than what
I'm not
we would
sure.
want to film.
Usually whenever we go up, we spend the weekend with my in-laws, and also our wedding anniversary is on the 18th, so I don't know if we'll do something special that weekend for that also, so who knows.
So I may pull out the hippo and I may just do the Stitch With Me again, because I really enjoyed working on that. It was pretty simple. Although there is a border on this use what talents you possess that could be really easy to be working on. So
I'll just spin the wheel by myself on Sunday, but I'll do a screen recording and I'll send it to Laura so that I can't cheat. And yes, I know I could fake it and send her I could do multiples, but I promise I won't. I won't cheat. I promise.
unless it comes up with Mario again. And then,
Well, it can't because Mario is off of it.
That's right. Ooh, and our friend Deanna,
Oh.
she was down to 2 left yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, she's going through all of her whips.
So, like 25 whips she pulled, and she's putting in 2 hours on every project.
Amazing.
2 hours? 200 stitches. 2 hours. I think it's 2 hours. And she has already hit 23. So, by now, she's probably already hit 24
Amazing.
of her projects. And she's doing it as she can't buy any stash until she has touched all 25 whips. So Deanna, I am so proud of you.
That's awesome.
That's an amazing thing. And I keep ruminating on that. And I think that's part of where you got inspired.
Yeah, definitely.
You kind of combined that and the 10 and 20.
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to touch everything because I have so many things. And as I was going through my whips, I just liked a lot of the things that I have. So why not work on those things?
I did make a separate wheel for my 10 and 20 because I wanted them in a place where I could spin when I'm feeling like, oh, and you guys, as soon as I made a 10 and 20, I don't want to work on those.
Of course.
Hawk Run Hollow, yeah, I want to work on that. But no, I don't want to work on those.
Right. So anyway, we were telling you goodbye. And then we just started rambling about things.
So we love your comments. Yes. Make sure you leave us a note if you're able to do that.
And if you have a Flosstube channel, let us know because I really enjoyed looking at robins.
Because like I said to you, it takes me 3 or 4 weeks of looking at a comment before I go, oh, I bet I could click that.
Right. So yeah, if you have one, let us know.
Yep. Because we definitely enjoyed robins. So. But that should be it.
All right. See you in a few weeks.
Bye.